Hi guys, we are home and we're going to discuss our voyage, our first trip in our RV, as we call her Bertha. So we pretty much took about 5 minutes to clean her out. We did a perfect shopping. We had very little leftover food carried back into the house. But I wrote some things down and I told you about this book. Now I did see one just for Georgia campgrounds. Maybe I'll pick that up one day going through. So basically, we stayed in Millen, Georgia at Magnolia Springs State Campground. We stayed on Site 12. I call it partial hookup, where you get water and you get electric. I love this site because the road is here the campground road. You're pulled in, but your patio and everything is facing the beautiful trees. You got lots of room if you have pets or kids playing. So, which was nice. But I did not like the concrete picnic tables. It actually did tear the skin on my legs. That wasn't too swift. So our son Michael came with us and our dog Deacon. Now, one night we always order pizza. One night we did a little bit of research and it was the Pizza Factory or something. But I have the number if you ever are staying in Mellon's campground. You want the phone number? I'm happy to give it to you. For 3 of us, and we got lots of food, guys. We got wings, we got pizza, we got breadstick, we got soda. It was $80 with tip. So just to let you know, the lake was absolutely gorgeous. They do have fishing rods and baits. I believe you can get up at the camp store, which is very small and very limited of what they have there. Most likely T-shirts, dog hankies, cups, their brand coffee. Is to support the national park, really. It's not for outside in stores. We walked every day. We did the white trail, the red trail, and partially the blue trail, which is the biggest. And we did part of the I'm calling it Nutcracker, but it's not. It's the bird. Anyway, we did that trail. We also went out there where they have this new pier where you can see all the turtles and stuff, and that was pretty cool. We got pictures of that. We did not get a picture of an alligator. One is the day I did go by the lake. It was nice and cool. There was an alligator there. I did not take my phone. We rode our e-bikes everywhere in this. It's not big, but it was nice to ride the e-bikes. They said if you have the proper one for riding the trails, you can ride them on the trails. We also went to the old fort that is no longer there, and you can actually see the outrain, how it was set up, and there's a nice picture of how imagine 3,000 people shoved in this small little area and lived like that for weeks until, okay, we all know Sherman had to come and burn it because that's just who Sherman was. Fool. That was something else we liked. Also, there's no Wi-Fi at your campsite unless you bring your own source of it, and we did not. We do have a Starlink. We didn't take it because a lot of times our phones work just great. We don't need it. But it didn't matter what phone service you had. You had to walk a little bit to just get a phone call out. So I'll just let you know that does receive texts and phone calls. Didn't have any problem. Anything else you couldn't really do. Now you can get free Wi-Fi at the camp store 24 hours. You would probably have to sit around the corner in the shade in the pavilion, but you can get it that way. But once you walk away, you don't have it. They also have this. It looks new. I don't recall it ever being there before, but they have a splash zone where you see the bathrooms look new, and you go behind it, push the little button on the ground, and it just goes and goes. So they have no pool, but that is really cool to have fun, run around, get wet, and have a good time. Now, also, they don't have a dog park, which that's kind of first any KOA or private or fancy didn't have a dog park, or I call them poop stations, little trash bags so you can pick up your doggy's potty, right? None of that was there. So that I had to go back the first day and clean up Deacon. I kept Deacon close for that. And then after I knew he did it around our campground, I cleaned it up. We went for our nice long walks on the trail. Nice walking. I really liked it. Would I go there again? Yes. Now, they have lots planned for this weekend come up. I saw the board. They have everything. They have cornholes. Now, they're not like the regular old cornholes. I got pictures of this. I stared at them for a minute till I figured out what they were. Maybe you can too. Horseshoes. They're going to be having bingo going on. They're going music playing this whole big Memorial weekend. And, you know, yay, imagine what they got going for 4th of July. So I give it a thumbs up. You do have to go to, it's $2 to get into the museum. I got plenty of pictures of that. There's lots there. There's lots of information. There's a lot of photos to go along with the information. I have to honestly say, I have that too. And I can't wait to show that to you. I have lots of them. I'll put them all either in the end and parts of this video, because I hate going on and on and on and on about something. So, but this book really helps. Oh my God, we didn't get the gator sticker because we see gators all the time. We're in Georgia. But this was the bird that we saw. Huge bird flying around picking fish out of the water. So, and there's lots of new signs. They have new cabins too. Absolutely gorgeous. There's lots of new signs. Very clear, very big about the alligators. People, come on, crocodile, alligator. It don't matter. It's got lots of teeth. And your kids and your pets roaming around. People walk right up to the edge of that water with their kids and let them put their feet in it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, now I got that off my mind. They have canoeing as well. I believe it's for a 2-hour rental. You can rent them for longer. I think it's about $8 for 2 hours. And they have lots of them. You can also put a small, powerful motor into the lake and go fishing if you bring one. A very small motor. It's beautiful. And I took a lot of pictures to share this with you, and I can't wait to put this all together for you today. I even kept the receipts. They delivered, by the way, because that's something else we wanted to see. There it is. There it is. It's the Savannah Pizza Company, located in Millen. They got like 7 all over Georgia. They're not real big, but they're big enough. There was a $7.99 delivery fee, if y'all are wondering. Tax was $3. Total was $61.68. I'm telling you, the food, and we had leftovers. We brought it back today to the house. Our drive was about a half an hour back, 20 miles away from our house. For the first time taking her out, learning how to maneuver in her. It's great. Now, this is supposedly a 6 passengers. There's 6 seatbelts, 6 passengers. We had a great time in her. Me, my husband, and our son, Michael. I wouldn't put any more adults in here. We've never used the table bed as a table bed. This sofa is a bed, though. And he had plenty of room up there in his little hiding place. Now, I have the refrigerator open because that's what you do once you empty it. So, the bedroom was perfect. Plenty of closet space. We only packed for 4 days. But our next trip is going to be a much longer trip. I would say about 8 days, 9. Because we're going up, staying for 7, coming back up to Maryland. I came with a toaster oven and I did pull it out. And I found a good way to work the kitchen. How I liked it. I ended up moving things around in the cabinets. And everything above this table has to do with this table. Cups, plates, you name it, it's here. All right, over here, everything has to do with cooking and groceries above this sofa. I have to say, everything worked great. The toaster oven's too big. Donna's going to get a top-of-the-line toaster and just put it in here. It took up too much counter space. Love the electric frying pan, guys. If you don't want to use the gas and you're only staying overnight, this is the way to go. That was it's really big. And I was able to cook a lot in it. Everything, the bathroom. My husband broke the bathroom light so it stays on. That's a bright light. So that's not a biggie. He has changed all but a couple to LED lights, which is nice. Because the original light bulbs in here get really hot. You can't touch the outer limb of these things. So that's been updated. We're also going to put the air conditioning in the cab. Did not work. But so before we went home, we turned this sucker who froze us out and that was on low blow and low temperature. That's how good it works. We took the curtain down that I had here, temporary curtain, because we're testing that, and I let all that cool air go up in the front, and then we left, and it was fine, and then we just rolled the windows down halfway, and we had a great time. So that is our opinion of Magnolia Springs State Park, and it's like a museum historical site. There's lots of history there. You just got to find it. And all these trails, they kind of intertwine. So we didn't take a map. We kind of did, let's just go and see where it takes us. And there is the white trail that goes around the lake. So keep your eyes open for moccasin snakes, because, they love water. So that's our first trip in Bertha, and we can't wait for the next one, because Dave said she started driving really better. We're still going to have the brakes looked at in front. Well, just for our own security. We know it's a big rig. We know it's a 2000 and the brakes were a little different, but maybe we can improve on that. That's all that matters. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please tell me what you think. And of course, I hope to see you at the campground. See you soon. Hi guys, we are in the museum here, and we've learned a lot about this prison that was there for only a couple months. It took a while, not too long to build it, but it was very primitive, and then it was only designed for 1,000 prisoners. As you can see, it held over 300. When they heard Sherman was coming, of course, they got everybody out, and he showed up and decided, let's burn this down like we do everything else. We even had a stand there that actually allowed you to vote if you wanted to vote for what president did you think should be president at that given time. Of course, we all know the outcome. What could it possibly be? Now, this picture is of the woodsmen. These are the people that came and cut down the trees and built the fort. That's my husband sitting there relaxing. This is one of the trails. We were checking it out. This is also the introduction to the fort or prison right before you walk up to what's the remaining of the prison. So I tried to take as best pictures as I could. It is under a pavilion, but there was a glare. Now here are some of the trails that we took. They're absolutely beautiful. You should. I love the blue trail and the white trail. There's a turtle. You'll find him on the white trail, which walks around. These are the cornhole concrete. That was interesting to me. There's Deacon. He's enjoying it. And there's our campsite. So I hope you enjoy this video.